The other piece of this that's I pulled straight from Foundation is this key to freedom, which is no form, no structure, no significance. Mm-hmm. And there's 10 of these keys, and they're weighty, they're meaty, like they have so much application. But I've really been looking at this, and I know you guys that are listening, we talk a lot about business because we're both entrepreneurs and we love business. Both of us grew up on business. Watch for our business programs. I'm sure it's coming.
Yeah.
But I'm hopeful that when you guys are listening to this, you're applying it to your life because, business is really like the adventure of living. It's just sort of got a container.
I didn't get that until I chose business. I was like, why do they talk about business so much? Just access folks in general. I'm like, oh no, because it's like a giant facilitation of your life. It's just
and also it's like you're living it constantly. Like when you are in business, like I don't know, it's the symbiosis of. Do you ever not think about your business, or not be with
obsession. Yeah,
exactly. So anyway, you guys listening, that's where we're coming from, and hopeful that's helpful for you. This key to freedom, though. Thank you. Form, structure,
still calling.
Yeah, they're not okay that I'm not answering the phone.
Yeah,
you will.
You must receive cleaning service.
So. Yeah, no form, no structure, no significance. So I mean, one of the ways you can use these keys is you can go, if I wasn't doing any significance here, if I wasn't doing any structure, if I wasn't doing any form, what would I choose?
Can you break that down?
Okay.
Because it's just like, that is still the most abstract tool.
Really?
Like, I get it. I don't get it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think because I love to do it.
I'll try my best. Yeah. Okay. So the easiest examples for me to talk about this are when I was first starting to create. Because when I was first starting to create, I was, for example, doing a bunch of just live videos. Like every time I got inspired, I would show up live. And so it was really organic. It was really organism, Mm-hmm. I was being myself. It was in the moment. It was the topic. People could engage with me one-on-one. I would show up at random times. There was no form to it. And then a little over time, I started doing the show, and that show had a form. It was like I show up on a certain day and we produced the show. And then like this last year, the show was different for me. So I changed it again and it got even more formed. So I would pre-record it, kind of like we're doing here, but this to me is got a lot of ease to it. So there was something I was doing weird with that. So the more structure and the more form I gave the show, for example, or gave my presence online, because I was also listening to people. I'm like, oh, you don't want to give too much and you don't want to.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was allowing all of that to shape my choices rather than going, if I were truly being me here, what would I choose? Which is actually, that right there is instilling chaos. That's like, yeah, what would I choose? That's where you like instantaneously tap into what you're aware of, what you're able to choose, what's actually going to work. You instantaneously get access to all that other stuff we're looking for as answers in the form and the structure and in the significance world.
Yeah, I'm really getting somehow like consumption is pinging me on this because I get like the more I'm consuming other people's points of view about what I should do in business, what you shouldn't do in business, then I start to instill all the form and structure that I think is right and going to create a result versus if I was not consuming as much, then I'd be more tuning into my awareness and being able to be the chaos and just choose.
Yeah. And I think it's consuming and believing simultaneously because I mean, and also we're so exposed now to so many different people's points of view. Whereas like, when we were cavemen, we didn't have TV or the internet. So, like we just, if I were going to truly kill this boar, what would I choose?
Can't write an inspirational quote on Instagram.
Yeah, no, there was no funnel for killing a boar. It was just like, you just did it because you were hungry. So
yeah, but that's it. I mean, it had to come from you. Ultimately.
That's it. You were the source. If you were going to eat, you were going to choose something. And that was that. And that's how it worked. And so when you wanted to eat, you'd like instill chaos and like leave the cave and go find something. And you would choose something.
Okay. So tell me then, because I'm getting how like, the earth doesn't function from form and structure. It functions from chaos. Although I will say when I think about like snowflakes and how there's like all this like
organized,
sacred. Oh, organized. Okay.
Organized and order are different. So in the chaos universe, there's basically kind of the flip side is chaos. The flip side of chaos is order.
Okay.
So what form and structure and significance are is the order of things in an attempt to control them into a result. The earth doesn't do that. The earth does natural, we call it natural order. I would say it's probably more accurate to say natural organization,